The incredible events facing the world in the coming months as the year 2000 approaches will cause many to question what lies ahead for the world. A growing fascination with the prophecies regarding events that will transpire in the last days is already causing many to re-examine their view of the world. But the fate of nations is not necessarily the fate of individuals. Those who fully understand what is happening around them and are prepared to meet the challenge have the best chance of surviving the coming events more or less intact. Obviously, if the power grid is down for any length of time, it would prove disastrous. Remember, all of this will begin on January 1st. In most parts of the world, that's the dead of winter. Many cities worried about pollution have made wood and coal-burning stoves and fireplaces illegal. Large metropolitan areas, particularly in the inner city, could be faced with no food, no fuel, no communications, and no government agencies to turn to for help. What you have in your pantry is what you will have to get by on, and the chances are that nothing else will be available at any price. Which brings us to another very important aspect of this whole dilemma: money and the global financial structure.
I think Y2K financially could be devastating for this nation. I think it could take us 10 to 15 years to recover from the effects of Y2K financially. And some would suggest that computers are the rivets, if you will, that have held together this economy. Matter of fact, you could even go further to make the argument that computers have made us as productive of a nation as we are to make us as profitable of a nation as we are. But when those rivets start to break, the economy starts to break. When the economy starts to break, profits start to break, the economy falls apart, and then you go back to only things that have a real tangible value.
Is it possible that bank runs and/or a worldwide economic crisis unfolding as a result of the Y2K problem could abolish all paper currency and coins throughout the world?
I believe that one of the most dangerous potentials of Y2K is that we could be pushed overnight into a cashless society. There was actually legislation passed in 1987, which is a large banking bill, which gives the government the ability in time of crisis to lock up, bottle up, if you will, the cash in the banking system, to ration the cash.
A cashless society has been the dream of some economists for at least 6 decades, and the reality is we are already much closer to that goal than you might think.